I wanted to come on and share something really profound. And that deals with asking the question, who am I and what have I become? Who have I become? What's interesting is that several years ago, even, more than several years ago, I would have been really shy and introverted. And while I'm still that and fall into that category, I am at this point more extroverted, more social. And it's so social that it's almost a desire. I don't know what it is. But I lay awake at night and I wake up and feel an internal desire. And it's visceral. It's a visceral feeling, a Martian eerie feeling. I am ruled by Mars because of my sun sign. And the sun is how you express yourself, how you put yourself out there. And my sun is in Aries. So that would mean I would be really courageous, determined, and assertive. And Scorpio is also ruled by Mars. The moon is in Scorpio today. I'm picking my rope again. Shouldn't be doing that, but I sometimes do because I get bored. I find myself doing it when I get bored. So Scorpio is ruled by Mars. Aries is ruled by Mars. And Mars is male energy. Mars is action. Mars is drive. What wakes you up in the morning and gets you going. It's fuel. And it is in Gemini in my natal chart, which would indicate connections, being social, being a butterfly flitting from one thing to the other, and communicating using the intellect, and sort of going out and communicating to get what you want, being strong, having the strength in the way of words, or, anything that is intellectual stimulation or any kind of stimulation would fuel me. And I just, I have this image of Deborah Silverman giving me a reading, saying to me, if you're not feeling stimulated, you don't feel motivated. Am I right or am I right? And my response to that would be, well, actually, Yes, maybe. I don't know. You know, and I just want to stop right there. Sometimes I do things and say things, and I question whether it's authentic or not. Like it kind of is, but then it isn't at the same time. And Gemini is also a people person, getting out, connecting with others, meeting new people. And so I have been attracted, or not attracted, but drawn to certain people. And these people are, you know, kids my age or younger. And what I'm drawn to is if I see someone playing at a park, for instance, alone, or wearing certain clothes, or if I see those types of people, it's very underneath there is something that is really gravitating and motivating and stimulating about those kind of people. Now, we're dealing with a sun moon square today, or tomorrow. The sun and moon squaring each other in the sky. And the moon's in Scorpio. And Scorpio is really about fulfilling the desire. And I'm doing pretty well for the intensity of the moon and what sign it's in. I'm not, this isn't a moon in Scorpio where I'm feeling down and depressed. This is rather a moon in Scorpio where I'm feeling the opposite, really driven to go after a certain desire or to have a certain target. And I cannot help but have those intentions when I go out on my scooter. And so I, do slight things and I notice it and I'm aware of it. There are people who do really big, dramatic, crazy things and they don't have the self-awareness. They lack the ability, or not ability, but the courage and humility and the willingness to look themselves in the mirror. I'm looking away from the camera. I'm going to look into the camera. What ended up happening was as I was going on my scooter, like I usually do, I happened to find somebody just playing, minding his own business with the ball and shooting hoops or whatever, that kind of thing. as I'm doing this, I'm feeling like I should be doing other things. I should be doing this, so that's something that I am aware of. It's when it feels right inside. You know, for, what you decide to do anyway. I'm seeing this person. And Jupiter is in Aries, which can lend itself to knowing what you want and going after it. And it's when we walk away feeling good about that we did the right thing is when it's a positive. But if we walk away finding ourselves feeling like we did wrong, feeling like we need to look ourselves in the mirror, and that's something else. I didn't fall. I'm perfectly okay. I didn't, no phone got thrown out of the satchel or whatever. It's much easier to forgive yourself when you didn't get yourself into a mess, when you knew that you should not have done that. Picking my robe again. Anyway, I went up to this person and all of a sudden I just, shouted hi and then started talking a little bit, stayed, and then left. Supposedly getting what I wanted to get. And I say that in a way that does, and I say that in just stating what it was. I don't want to sound like I am hungry to get something. And maybe from this person's perception, it was different. From my perception, I would perhaps empathize or sympathize with the fact that I was coming up suddenly, randomly, a random occurrence. And this person was minding his own business, and then I decided to come up suddenly and then start having a conversation with this person that I didn't know. And I'm willing to say that when I was sitting and having lunch, I was sitting at a table, the person was coming up. Not suddenly, not close. Sort of came up suddenly. And I could imagine this person was thinking, who is this person? What does this person want? Well, hopefully not that. And was probably surprised, like, why is this happening? This random occurrence is unbelievable. Is this happening? This is really unusual. Unexpected and out of the blue. This person who would be much older than the person that I came up to. And then started asking questions suddenly and then leaving. And after doing that, I felt really guilty. And after doing that, I'm really considering a couple of things. I'm considering my motives, my reasons for what I do, why I do the things I do. I'm not looking in the camera. It's hard to look at myself when I'm talking about this stuff. Because it is a little bit hard to talk about. But I'm owning that. I'm owning what I did, owning what I said. And I'm questioning, who am I? And what am I doing? Who have I become and who am I going to be? And I'm thinking, is this who I am? Because it's certainly not who I was when I was younger. The younger me would look at the older me, feeling several different emotions. First of all, maybe envious, because not to brag, but I explain things really well, and I talk about things well, and I have a lot to say, and well, you're really extroverted and putting yourself out there. When if I was younger, I'd be more introverted. Okay. And I will not approach the situation like I did suddenly, just shouting, hi. And appearing really eager. And I can't stop. I can't believe that I did that. I feel like that was just not who I am as a person desperately going up to somebody. And I can't believe I did that. I can't believe I do these things, but I don't destroy myself to do these things. I was feeling a little bit insecure. But I take care of myself, and I do put myself first in what I need to do. And I'm cautious and careful, and I'm really self-aware in all these positive traits. And sometimes we do things and we go, why did I do that? Why did I say that? Sometimes we have those moments with ourselves. So that's all that I want to say. That's it.